Emotional testimony today as the husband of a local woman murdered where she worked takes the stand in the suspect's trial. Local 12's Angenette Levy was in the courtroom and joins us live from Burlington. Angenette.
Well, Cammie, Dan Mockbee was on the stand for more than 2 hours this afternoon. Not only was he Michelle Mockbee's husband, but he was also the second in command at Thermo Fisher Scientific, where they both worked and where Michelle Mockbee was murdered. Now, Dan Mockbee became emotional when asked the names of his children. He said the morning Michelle Mockbee was killed, she went to work earlier than usual because she had to prepare the payroll and have it in early that morning. Dan Mockbee said that morning employees started to call him when they couldn't get in the building because sheriff's deputies were there. He said he was on vacation that week.
The girls had just gone on a summer vacation. Michelle was going to be working early that day, and she worked early anyway, so we were going to spend time together that week.
And Dan Mockbee also testified that sheriff's deputies asked him who at that workplace may have killed his wife. He named a couple of people, including David Dooley, whom he described as being shady. Mockbee also testified that he discovered that he and his wife were in some financial trouble after her death because she took care of all the finances. Those were debts that he wasn't aware of. Reporting live from Burlington, Angenette Levy, Local 12 News. Cammie?
Angenette, has anybody in this trial mentioned a possible motive yet?
You know, Cammie, there hasn't been any discussion about a possible motive. There has been some kind of indication or implication by the prosecution that someone may have tried to break into Michelle Mockbee's office in the past. There were some pry marks on the door, and they had installed a deadbolt lock on there. And it sounded like during opening statements when we were down here, about a week and a half ago, that they may have been implying that someone may have been trying to break into her office, but we haven't heard any specifics about that just yet.
All right, Angenette, thank you. Dooley faces charges of murder, kidnapping, and tampering with evidence. Testimony resumes on Monday.